Hey everybody, Dave, ABQ, SCNC. Welcome back. Just getting it set up here so we can get everybody a good view. Alright, we are back to our normal setup here today. Yesterday, we opened a box of 1994 Topps Baseball Series 1. And in case you missed it, first card out of the box, we pulled a Derek Jeter. And actually ended up getting 3 Derek Jeters out of the entire box, his rookie card. 2 of them went to one of our sponsors, C. Rogers, so congratulations to C. Rogers getting 2 of the Derek Jeter cards. Today we are opening up Series 2 of that same set, 1994. Looking for Barry Bonds and Roger Clemens. This set does have Topps Finest, like pre-production cards in there. There's a Topps Gold in every pack. Special, I think it's like 1 in every 500 packs is a Topps Gold, black gold. So we're hoping to find at least one of those. We didn't find any of those in the first box. But yeah, this was it. First card out of the box. Opened up the box, opened the first pack. Staring me in the face was Derek Jeter. Very awesome. So today is Series 2. Starting tomorrow, we are doing football, as our channel, like I said, is a little different than everybody else. Week 1 of the month we do baseball. Week 2 of the month we do football. Week 3 of the month is basketball. And week 4 is just kind of like a mixed match of stuff. Like we had a pawn shop video where we got this NASCAR car. An antique video where we got the TIE Fighter back here. Puzzles, games, a little bit of everything. It's all stuff that I like to do myself, so figured let's show a little bit of it off. No sponsors in this video, so we're just going to get straight to it. Top left of the box. These are what the packs look like. Topps 94 Series 2, 12 cards per pack, 36 packs per box. Once again, hopefully everybody went to their shop yesterday. Mine is in the Albuquerque area. Game Time Sports Cards and Collectibles. Hopefully people went there, got their free pack of baseball cards, and bought something to support the card shops. These guys have agreed to donate a baseball card once we hit 100 subscribers. We are almost there, 84. We added somebody yesterday, so thank you for joining us on this journey here. Like I said, we're looking for Bonds and Clemens in this set. First card out, Jay Howell, Bobby Ayala. And there's the front. This is what the back of the cards look like. Another picture on the back with typical Topps minor and major league records. Jose Rio with the squirt gun. Stan Javier, Athletic, Dodger, and apparently Angel. Our first Topps Gold. Oh, very nice. Carlos Baerga. Topps Gold card. Carlos Baerga. He was a great second baseman. He was in the softball game, I believe, this year at the All-Star game. He gained a little weight, but don't we all once we get a little older, right? Brett Boone, son of Bob Boone, Jerry Brown, Jeff Gardner, Wade Boggs, Moments of Greatness. They have a subset here of Moments of Greatness for a couple players. Dan Peltier rounds out pack number 1. So yeah, Bonds, Clemens. I'm pretty sure it said Griffey was card 400, but I think we saw him in Series 1. So really just hoping for a good Topps Gold card, maybe a Bonds or a Clemens Topps Gold. That would be awesome. Rob Deere, Mike Ignacek, Paul Kilgus, Steve Reed, Topps Gold, Matt Turner. Marlins came into existence and the Rockies as well, so we'll be seeing cards with them. Jesse Orozco, they are staples of today's games, but back then this was the start of their careers. A lot of players left unprotected and got drafted to those teams. Willie Green, got a Kevin Young, Devon White, going through, looks like his fan mail, or maybe those are Bill's. Coming attractions, Jason Bates and John Burke. I believe there's a Kendall card in here. Jay Buhner, great outfielder for the Mariners. This was the start of when they started doing awesome things. 95, 96, Griffey Jr., A-Rod, Alrud, I think, was with the Blue Jays by then. Guillermo Velasquez, Scott Cervase, Wayne Kirby, Gold Cup card, Danny Tartable. There's Roger Clemens. There's one of the cards we're looking for. Still has a little bit of value here. Roger Clemens, very nice. Topps Gold, Greg Harris, Steve Farr, Chris Gomez, another Matt Turner, Leo Gomez. Coming attractions, James Baldwin, Rod Bolton, and Tim Costo. So yeah, next week is football. We are opening 1990 score. It is Series 2. Barry Sanders did not have a rookie card in that year. I know we were talking about that yesterday. Series 2, the best card in that set would probably be the Jeff George rookie card. 1990 score, the football did have a leading rusher. Not Don Slott. Don Slott wasn't the leading rusher. Emmitt Smith, but that was in the traded set. There are a couple cards that were good in Series 1. But Series 2 is what we got, and Series 2 has Jeff George rookie card. Don Slott, Bill Gullickson, Willie McGee. He was in Series 1 looking all like somebody called him a bad name. Robbie Thompson, Dave Valley. Coming attractions, Topps Gold edition, Troy O'Leary. He ended up being okay with the Boston Red Sox. And Mark Keifer. Andy Ashley. Ben McDonald. He was decent, but not what everybody thought he was going to be. Same thing with Jack McDowell. Juan Bell. Now they're coming attractions, John Shave and Desi Wilson. And John Habyan. And then we also have the World League that we're going to do Sunday. 1991 Pro Set World League cards. I hate to say this, but Jason Garrett is the card to look for in that one. Jason Garrett is one of the top cards in that set. And John Layfield, I think, is the other one. Lance Johnson. It's basically going to be, we'll play a game on that one. It'll be spot the NFL player, Joe Grahey, Trevor Wilson, another Stan Javier, Luis Alicea. There are only 150 cards in the set for the World League. So we are probably going to get close to getting a full set. A Topps Gold to Jay Buhner. That's very nice. So 150 cards. I think there's 36 cards, or 36 packs with 10 cards in each pack. So yeah, we're definitely going to get really, really close to getting a full set, or if not, one or two full sets. John Roper. Todd Van Poppel. He was okay. Bob Walk. Another one of the prospect cards. This is another outfielder one. Glenn Murray, Eddie Zambrano, Jermaine Allensworth, and Chad Matata. They show I guess the best one for each level. Single A, double A, triple A, and a draft pick. Or at least what they thought were the best ones. That's how we got the Jeter card yesterday. There was a Giambi card as well. Jason Giambi started his career out as a third baseman. Wes Chamberlain. Joel Johnston. Another draft pick card, John Ratliff. Another Roger Clemens. We got two Clemens in the same stack. Two Roger Clemens. Hippolyta Pichardo is the Topps Gold. Don't remember you, sir, so hopefully it worked out for you, but more than likely it did not. Two Topps Gold in the same pack here. Todd Pratt. Paul Quantrill. His kid is pitching right now for the, I believe it's the Padres. Chris Gwynn, brother to Tony Gwynn. He ended up being a Dodger as well. Fred McGriff, Atlanta Braves. Tim Naring. Another prospect card. Todd Williams, Mike Welch, Kirk Bollinger, and Ron Watson. Pitchers this time. And Dave Stewart with the Jays. When we get to basketball in week 3, basketball is what we do in week 3. We are doing 1993-94 Topps Series 2. Same thing, Topps Gold in that one, and I believe it's 2014-2015 Donruss basketball, a hobby box of that one with an autograph on average in those boxes. So some good fun stuff coming up. We did get last month, I think it was the year later, we ended up getting a serial number hot box. Pulled a bunch of serial numbers and a Shaq Orlando Magic relic card. Scott Bullitt, Jerry Goff, Milt Thompson, another Dave Valley, Bob Scanlon, Topps Gold coming up, Chris Nabels, Kirk Reuter, Terry Steinbach, Jeff Facero, Dwight Smith, coming attraction, Sean Bergman, Danny Bautista. Bergman ended up coming up to the majors. Eisenreich for the Phillies. 2 packs left for this top left stack of 1994 Topps Series 2. Oh man, yeah, yesterday pulling that Jeter first card out and getting 2 other Jeters for C. Rogers. Very awesome night. It's our first ever live stream. We had somebody buy in, so I wanted to be able to show them as we were getting it. First ever live stream. Very awesome. 3 Derek Jeters in 1 box. Randy Myers. Tino Martinez with the Mariners. Alvaro Espinosa. Luis Alicea. Tom Pagnazzi. We got a Topps Gold draft card, Rain Gomes. Ken Caminiti, he was starting to get a little bigger there. John Wetland, pretty good closer in his day. Ed Sprague, used to like watching him with the Blue Jays. David Cohn, perfect game with the Yankees. Wade Boggs, his Yankee third baseman days, but Red Sox fans could not stand him in a Yankees uniform. Randy Myers. 2 Clemens so far, still looking for Bonds. A Topps Gold in either one of those would be awesome. One Topps Gold in every pack, so we got 36 chances. Every once in a while we'll get 2 packs that have Topps Gold in it, or a pack that has 2 Topps Gold in it. Another Eisenreich, Nate Minchie. These cards are not sticking at all, so I'm digging this. Hippolyta Pichardo, Bob Scanlon. Yesterday, all of the Topps Gold were sticking together. Sid Bream, Greg Gore with the Topps Gold, Steve Carsons, Kenny Rogers, not the singer, longtime pitcher. He was actually pretty darn good. Eric Hansen, Tim Wakefield, another knuckleballer before his Red Sox days. Ben Van Ryn and Raul Mondesi, coming attractions cards. That one's very nice. And Scott Bullitt. Raul Mondesi ended up being Rookie of the Year in one of the Dodgers, I think like 4 Rookie of the Years in a row where they got that. So that is the top left. Moving on to the top right, we did get 2 Roger Clemens. And let's go top right here. Same thing. Show you the odds. It says odds of getting a Topps Black Gold, 1 in 72. A winner card for 11 Topps Black Gold card redemptions. Wow, they had redemptions, 1 in 80. 1 in 900. So there's a chance of getting good stuff. It's slim to none, but there's a chance of getting good stuff. You never know. We might have gotten the box that got one of the Black Golds. There is a whole set of them, so there are a ton of cards out there. Dave Winfield, Dennis Eckersley, great longtime pitcher. John Hope, another Greg Gore. This is his regular card. Robbie Thompson, Pirates coming attractions. Topps Gold 2, Midri Cummings, and Rich Odd. Alex Fernandez, Tim Spur, Tommy Green, Rod Coretta. Now they're coming attractions, Russ Davis, Brian Taylor. Russ Davis made it to the bigs. And Darren Fletcher, Expos catcher. Yeah, once we hit 100 subscribers, Game Time Sports Cards and Collectibles. They haven't said what card they're going to give us yet, but they have promised a card for our 100 subscriber giveaway. That should be pretty awesome. Dave Stewart, can't wait to see what that's going to be. Chuck Carr, Mo Vaughn, remember really liking him. Tom Pagnozzi, Eric Hansen, we saw his regular card. This is his Topps Gold card. 2 Topps Gold, back-to-back Topps Gold, Mickey Morandini, Roger Smithberg. Yeah, so that should be fun. We'll do something pretty special for the 100 subscribers. We are at 84, so we're just looking for 16 more. Hopefully pretty soon that'll happen. If not, we'll do it when it happens. I'm just out here pulling cards, folks. If you want to watch, I appreciate you greatly. And we will get you stuff as we go. But I just like opening packs, even if they're not for me. Like, we got some for C. Rogers yesterday with those 2 Derek Jeters, and I was just as pumped for him getting those as I would have been for myself. We did have that first Derek Jeter card that we pulled, did not have a sponsor, and we're just giving it away anyway. So Mark Barcelo, Lance Johnson. So it's not like all these cards are just going straight to me. I like to give some back to you guys as well. Bob Block. Bo Jackson, baby. Bo Jackson is White Sox days. Very nice card, Bo Jackson. Torey Lovullo. Sid Bream. If I did not mention or you haven't seen the video yet, I was at Bo Jackson's last game as a Raider. Eric Young. I have been to some crazy stuff. Now that I was thinking about it, Wade Boggs gold card, very nice. I was at Bo Jackson's last game. Greg Maddux, that's another nice card. I was at Bo Jackson's last game. I was at the game at Dodger Stadium when the LA riot started. That was a crazy night, because I remember they kept giving us updates. Ramon Martinez, and instead of letting us get right on the freeway off of Dodger Stadium, they made us take the side streets, which was stupid because that's where everything was happening. And as we were driving down the freeway, like we finally got back on the freeway because I lived by the beach. I was near Marina Del Rey. Culver City is where I grew up. And as we're driving down the freeway, you can see fires like blazing on either side of the freeway. It was the craziest thing ever. And I always remember them detouring us to like a far away freeway entrance. I don't know if there was something going on the one that was really close to it, but I was like, this is stupid. Why are we going this way? We're going like right into the middle of stuff. Pete Shork, Eric Young. For those of you that are old enough and remember the Fedco that got looted, that was right next to where my dad worked. Charlie O'Brien, Mike Stanley, Topps Gold. So for a couple of days, I remember I did not go to school at all. Troy Neal. The other days, there was a curfew. John Kruk. Yeah, I've been to some weird stuff. Bo Jackson's last game, the game when the LA riot started. Never really thought about it until now, but yeah, that's crazy things. Ellis Burks. Draft pick Kirk Presley. And another Don Slott. Yeah, I grew up in Los Angeles, right near Marina Del Rey. Venice Beach. And I went to Las Vegas for 10 years in my 20s. Moved back to Los Angeles and ended up managing a couple of the bowling centers out there. Tim Costo, Archie Cianfrocco, Mike Stanley, Charlie O'Brien, Geronimo Pena leapfrogging. Looks like Brett Butler. Not a hard thing to do. Butler wasn't that tall. Coming attractions, Topps Gold, J.R. Phillips, and Ricard Finette. Albert Bell card. Albert Bell was tearing it up right about now. He was just starting his home run going. Led the league the year before, 139 RBIs. Doug Strange. Steve Finley, remember liking him. Joe Oliver. Josie Estrada, I think I was very sad when he ended up going to like the Padres. I was like, you could have just came to LA, man. All right. No Bonds or Clemens in this deck. So far, 4 more packs to go. Jay Buhner. Jim Edmonds, mighty fine center fielder for the Angels and the Cardinals when he went over there. Another Alex Diaz, Geronimo Pena. Robbie Thompson, Topps Gold. Another pack with 2 Topps Golds in it. Mike Cook, a little off center on the card there. Andre Dawson with the Red Sox. Must have been late in his career. I do not remember that at all. Must have gotten traded. Dave Fleming, Jeff Montgomery, Lloyd McClendon with the Pirates. Coming attractions, Kansas City Royals, Bob Hamlin and Joe Vitiello, and Rob Deere. All right, so last night I was playing Everybody's Golf as they have a international tournament going on, so I'll post a video for that probably next week. Dan Peltier, Justin Hope. Checklist, baby. Eddie Garardo. Oh, 2 back-to-back. Eddie Gardardos. That's strange. John Smoltz. Topps gold. I thought it was going to be a John Smoltz. John Smoltz. Very nice. Topps gold to John Smoltz. Darryl Kyle, taken from us way too soon. Steve Howe. Mike Blowers. Tommy Green again. Darren Dalton. Measures of Greatness card. And Jay Howe. Yeah, if you're a fan of Hot Shots Golf on PlayStation 3 or Xbox, the makers of that game. Oh, looks like we got one of the Topps finest in this one. I don't know if you saw that. We got one of the Topps finest in here. We'll see what it is. Darren Fletcher. The makers of that game on PlayStation came out with a game, Everybody's Golf. So it's not Hot Shots, but it's by the people who made it. Clap hands, Bobby Ayala. Charlie Hayes looking like, put me in the game, coach. 2 back-to-back. This is the back-to-back pack, or side, because we had the same thing last time. Brian Dorsett. Steve Finley, Topps gold, very nice. Willie Blair. Pete Smith kept trying to be the 5th starter for them, and he was okay, but just Chip Hale, Jerry Brown, Dave Winfield, and the Topps finest is Moises Alou. Very awesome. Moises Alou, Topps finest card. You can see it says pre-production. Let's see if I can get that up there for you. There we go. These are their pre-production Topps finest cards. Moises Alou. Let's see if I can look up real quick for you. I think it's the same thing, Bonds and Clemens, that we're looking for in this set. Greg Maddux, Mike Piazza, and Ken Griffey Jr. are the ones that we would be looking for. This is still very nice. I like Moises Alou. Never wear batting gloves. He was old school in it, man. Just bare hand. That would have killed me. Every time the bat rung in your hands. Like, it was bad enough with a metal bat. I can imagine how it is with a wood bat. Alright, last pack for this top right stack. Pedro Estacio. I thought we should have held on to him. He ended up being pretty good later on. Paul Kilgus, Joe Carter, post home run hero days. Wally Whitehurst, deceit, same thing, back to back. Measures of Greatness, Topps gold, Ken Griffey Jr. That's very nice. Put this back here, along with the Roger Clemens, Donnie Baseball, Don Mattingly. Ron Karkovice, this has got to be one of his. I think he had one more year and then he was done, which is very sad because that's when they started their championship run. Chuck Knobloch. Kevin Young. Andre King, like, was it because he left? Or were they just building up to that at that point? Like, those are the questions, man. I do feel bad for him, really, really bad for him. He had a good career and was just stuck on some horrible teams. All right, bottom left time. Still looking for Bonds. That Topps gold Ken Griffey one's pretty nice, though. Moments of Greatness was one of their subsets. It was still part of the base card set, but they just did like a set of just that. Darrell Hamilton, Ron Darling, Mark Valdez, draft pick. Brian Barnes, Bill Swift, He was okay for a few years and then just kind of fell off. Henry Cotto might have gotten hurt. I don't remember hearing too much about it. Another Donnie Baseball. Doug Brocail. Jack Armstrong. Prospects, second baseman. Sexton, Martin, Santana, and Hardyke. I remember Ruben Santana for a little bit. Kevin Reamer. Brewers card. That was cool getting the Topps Finest. Still looking to get a black gold. Have not pulled one of those yet. Just to say we got one, like the Topps Finest. I've seen the Topps Finest before, the pre-production ones, but I've never pulled one out of a pack, so that was awesome. Ralphie Palmeiro. Dave Staden. Greg Olson. Dave Nielsen. Bob Zupsik. Mickey Tettleton, Topps Gold. Detroit Tigers. C. Rogers would like that one. Chris Jones. Phil Clark. Tom Lampkin. Tom Glavine. Coming attractions for the Red Sox. Hatteberg ended up being decent. And Corey Batley. Hatteberg ended up getting a championship with those guys. Bill Wegman. Brewers card. You would back up Veritek for a while. And he was in, I believe, Moneyball, right? Darren Holmes. Bip Roberts, another one that could never live up to the potential. Dennis Eckersley again. Portugal. Storm Davis. A Topps Gold of Tino Martinez. That is very awesome. Bob Feller in the background. Jesse Orozco. Chuck McElroy. Rod Coretta. Tim Morrell. Another Griffey. This one's the regular moments of measures of greatness one. So let's see if we can. There's the regular and the gold. You can see it reflecting a little bit. That's really the only difference in it. Bobby Kelly. I love how they emphasize that it's 12 picture cards. Like, what else is it going to be, brother? Skeeter Barnes. Bill Kruger. Tony Fernandez. Mets coming attractions. Brooke Fordyce. And Bill Pulisic. Back to back. Andre Dawson, very nice. I used to like watching Dawson when he was with the Cubs. Brad Holman. I think that's because, like I said, we got WGN a lot, so we got to watch a lot of those games. Jeff Gardner, Tim Bogar, Paul Swingle, and Mark Holzman. Angels coming attractions, and Todd Benzinger. Yeah, WGN and TBS were the channels that came in for us, along with our local channels. So we got to watch a lot of Cub games in the 90s. As well as Atlanta Brave games. We didn't want to watch Atlanta Brave games, but because they were on and maybe the Dodgers weren't, we ended up watching some games. My old man used to hate it when they would go into their chant. He would always remind me of that chick in Major League, the owner. He'd be like, "I hate this bleeping song." Mike Benjamin, Steve Sachs, White Sox days. Seen that one. John Franco, Carlos Baeger, his regular card. Topps Gold is a coming attractions. Joe Vitiello and Bob Hamlin. I believe we got this one before. Steve Buechele. Chris Gomez. Another Devon White. David Segui. Coming Attractions, Barber and Bachelor. And Gene Harris. About halfway through the bottom left. The mystery boxes that we did last month were fun. We did a Conan mystery box. We did a Boys and Girls at Target mystery box. I really hadn't seen those before, so it was just really interesting to see what was inside. We should be getting our Fallout box here pretty soon. That's an every month thing. They are always behind on their shipping. Arthur Rhodes. So I never know when that thing's going to come in because they are always emailing me going, there's a delay in what we're doing. Scott Cervais, Mariano Duncan. But it's only every other month, so I still put up with it. Steve Frey. Dave Nielsen. And I love Fallout. Dave Hansen. Thought he was going to be a bigger deal than what he ended up being. Ken Caminiti. Leo Gomez. Lenny Dykstra. Rich Finette, J.R. Phillips, we've seen that one. And Pete Harnish, Astros. Yeah, I really fell in love with that Fallout series. So when I saw the crate, I was like, it's every other month. That's not that bad. But yeah, every time they are like, we are having a problem with the box. And it's like by the time I pay for the next one, the other one's either barely showing up or hasn't shown up yet. So if it was every month, I would probably be like, you know what, I just don't want to deal with this. But every other month's okay. Joe Klink, Mark Clark, Bill Gullickson, Dante Bichette, his son Bo is tearing it up, started his major league career with an 11-game hit streak. That's unheard of. Orestes Estrada. David Cone, Topps Gold card. That is very nice. I'll put this one in the back here. Marquise Grissom. Steve Scarsone. Juan Bell. Carl Willis. Dax Winslet, draft pick for the Dodgers. And Damian Easley. 2 packs left on the bottom left. Yeah, Bo Bichette, man. Home run, bunch of hits, 11-game hit streak. Oh, we got another Topps Finest pre-production card. Dave Magadan is the one on this one. So we've gotten 2 out of this. Dave Magadan was another supposed to be a big deal, and he was decent, but never like out of this world. Jose Akendo. The rest are turned around. Charlie Huff still pitching. Look at this guy. He was old. Oh, there he is, Barry Bonds. There's Barry Bonds. Looking like somebody sent him to the corner and he's asking if he can come out. Joe Gray. Tony Gwynn. Tony Gwynn was a great player. Another one gone before his time. Brian McRae, Topps Gold. Back-to-back Topps Golds. Ray Langford looks like on this one. Steve Bedrosian. Roger Smithberg, Todd Van Poppel, and Brent Gates. Couple Topps Finest. Still looking for the black gold. The elusive black gold, one in every 700 packs. We only got 36, so who knows. Tim Larker. Felix. Jose, Joel Johnston, another Bill Swift, Jeff Conine Gold Cup card. There's his Marlin days. I think we got his other card in the Series 1. Eddie Guadardo, again, Topps Gold. Bruce Ruffin, another Greg Maddux, Jim Naring, Mike Williams, Gary Sheffield. I always loved the bat motion while he was getting ready to hit. And there it is, Carlos Delgado, Jason Kendall, and Paul Bacco. Their prospect cards. Delgado ended up being a first baseman. Kendall was an all-star catcher. And Bacco, he bounced around for a little bit. I think he ended up playing for us for a little bit too. That's not a bad card there. All right, that was it for the bottom left. On to the bottom right and the end of this box. If you've made it this far, we want to thank you all for joining us today. I know there wasn't a whole lot in this series, so really appreciate you watching. Anyway, just to see what was inside it, Jeff Kent, his Mets days with Sabo running at him. Mark Lewis, Bobby Jones, Pedro A. Martinez, not to be confused with Pedro Martinez, Terry Steinbach, Topps Gold, back-to-back Topps Gold, Matt Williams. That's another one that's very awesome. Look at this picture. He ended up being a mighty fine third baseman. We'll put this in the back as well, as I think Matt has a little bit of value in his cards. Andy Van Slyke. I liked watching him play. Willie Blair. Ray Sanchez. Holding up a card, his own card. Very awesome. Told you I like those off-the-wall pictures. Reggie Sanders. Was he the 4 home run in the Game Run Club too? Ryan Hancock and Darryl Strawberry, Dodger days, baby. Him and Eric Davis came over. I was thinking it was going to be so awesome, and it was so not. Thought we were going to dominate, and they were just way too past their prime. Still love those guys, but, and I hear Eric Davis, if you send him a card, he will definitely sign it. Paul Molitor, Jaime Navarro, Jerry Goff, Bob Zupsik, Candy Maldonado, this one's a little offset here. Don Slott, Topps Gold card. Rael Cormier, Troy Neal, Dwight Smith sliding in, Donovan Osborne, Measures of Greatness, Cal Ripken, he was pretty darn good. I watched his game when he broke the record. Roger Mason, them pulling back that curtain off the number was awesome. It's a great day for baseball there. So after the strike, a lot of people got turned off by baseball. McGuire and Sosa going after the home runs really brought a lot of people back that had stopped watching the game. Mike Henneman, Derek Parks, Tino Martinez regular card, Storm Davis, Kevin Gross, Jim Edmonds gold card, very nice. Juan Gonzalez, he was tearing it up there for the longest time, him and Albert Bell. Another David Cohn, Eric Plunk. We got Twins, coming attractions, Oscar Munoz and Denny Hawking, and Matt Whiteside. So we are about halfway through the very last stack of the box. Denny Martinez. So once again, we are back to football next week, starting tomorrow. Nat Minchie, Carlos Baerga. Measure of Greatness, Paul Molitor gets the Topps Gold card, very nice. Another back-to-back Topps Gold, Pedro Munoz with the Twins. Kent Bodenfield. Andre Dawson, regular card. Tim Wakefield. Brian Jordan, another two-sport athlete, not as famously known as Bo Jackson and Deion Sanders, though. Domingo Cedeno and Paul Spagar, Danny Cox, I couldn't read that name at all, so probably just butchered it. Yeah, Star Wars, man. Love me some Star Wars growing up. Empire was always my favorite movie, as it was Darth Vader just being a badass. He was one in all the movies, but Empire just took the cake, man. Junior Ortiz, Carl Rhodes, Chuck Carr, Steve Frey. Just the whole backstory with Vader, showing him without his helmet on, and it was just the mystique of that. Freddie Benavides, Topps Gold. A New Hope was awesome and setting everything up, and I enjoyed A New Hope, but for me it's Empire. Daryl Kyle, Mike Perez, Scott Kamenicki, Hank Aaron, 20th anniversary of his 715 home run off, of course, the Dodgers. That's another nice card. Oral Hershiser, Bulldog. Yeah, that Hank Aaron does okay. Just it's not as good as Bonds or Clemens, according to Beckett. Believe them for what you will. They're still like even the 1990 Score football we're going to open. There's still so many of those boxes out there. Jeff Juden, Eric Hillman. Another Bo Jackson card. Orestes Estrada, Jose Rijo. Tony Gwynn, Topps Gold. Loving that. Tony Gwynn, Topps Gold. Luis Gonzalez, he was pretty good there for a few years. Had the game-winning hit. It's pretty much guaranteed. His World Series game-winning hit pretty much guaranteed he was going to get paid a ton of money for the rest of his career. Ramon Martinez, Todd Worrell, Keith Miller, prospect card, first base, DJ Boston, Sean Wooten, Pettigene, and Perky. So yeah, that Kendall, the catcher card, is probably the best. Like, they got a lot of ones right in that prospect one. 3 packs left. Mike Felder, Bobby Jones, John Cummings, what we got here? We got some put together here. Kevin Gross, Steve Reed, Randy Myers with the top gold, Dave Telgeter, Donnie Baseball again, so we got 3 of him. Ellis Burks, another Ray Sanchez, Tim Salmon Gold Cup card, very nice, and Mike McFarland. So we're rounding out, last 2 packs here. Let's see what we got. Last 2 packs. Topps, black, gold. Still have not found any. Mickey Telton, his regular card. Valdez, draft pick card. Cianfrocco. He was okay for a couple years. Candy Maldonado here. Wayne Kirby Gold Cup card with the Topps Gold. Now they're back-to-back Topps Gold. Bip Roberts. Tom Henke. Phil Clark. Joe Oliver, he was decent. Doug Brocail. Pat Wilkins draft card, and Rich Rowland. So before we go, if any of you want either one of the Rogers or the Barry Bonds card. Yesterday, we had a trivia question of who our first ever hit was. We went 0 for 7 in some Walgreens boxes to start our channel. And I asked everybody yesterday who our first ever hit was. So we're just going to play off of that one. Jim Edmonds. Our first ever hit. In order to get one of the Barrys or the Rogers, you have to tell me what number the hit was. Topps Gold, Mark Barcelo, draft pick card, so it was what number out of what number, basically was. It was a numbered autograph card, Chuck McElroy. If you want the Bonds or one of the Rogers, just answer what number our first ever hit was. Tom Lampkin, Pedro Astacio, and last but not least, of course, it's a checklist, baby. All right, that does it for Topps Series 2. Thank you, everyone, for watching. Next week, we are on to football, culminating with 1990 Score Series 2 and the inaugural set of World League 1991 Pro Set. After that, it will be basketball in week 3, and then on to our mismatch stuff in week 4, and then back to baseball week 1 of next month. Thank you all for watching. Have a great day. Stay safe out there, and we will see you again next time.